If 1911 is John Browning's brainchild, then Benjamin Tyler Henry should take the credit for lever-action rifles. His name should ring a bell, as he was the guy behind the Henry repeating rifles, which were extensively used in high-profile skirmishes in the United States, such as the American Civil War. One distinct trait of the original lever-action rifles following the Henry guns is that they used black powder cartridges, which means that they had to be equipped with larger bores to accommodate those said cartridges. These big-bore guns, if you haven't used one before, are often used in taking down big games. They aren't as popular as before, but I do enjoy using them from time to time. Maybe you should give them a try as well. What's up, everyone? This is your boy Ted from Line 45. In this episode, I will be revealing some of the best big-bore lever-action rifles ever made, and see which one can help you tackle the big tasks. Before we get underway, please remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons. I know it feels a hassle, but those simple clicks mean a lot for my channel. Now, let's return to the video. Rossi R92. I can't talk about the best big-bore rifles without including the Rossi 92. By far, this is one of the more powerful modern variants of big-bore guns, with it being chambered in the .44 Magnum. And if that's not enough, you should know that the gun also boasts a capacity of 10+1 rounds, so it has more than what's needed to get that trophy. Accuracy is not an issue, as its drift-adjustable front and adjustable buckhorn rear are so far effective in pinning and tracking targets. I also love the fact that this rifle isn't as heavy as some of its counterparts. The R912 measures 37 inches long, while its barrel is about 20 inches or so. Despite this, the gun weighs less than 6 pounds, and that enables a more convenient means of carrying the gun while hiking or hunting through heavily brushed environments. The Rossi 92 is also built to withstand conditions that ordinary lever-action rifles can't. Its durability and reliability are simply top-notch. It even has a polished black oxide finish that is not only attractive, but also protective enough to keep the gun from being damaged by the elements. The wooden stock adds a good balance and heft to the rifle, and undeniably, it makes the R92 extra handsome on the field. Marlin Model 1895 SBL. I kept on talking about good-looking firearms, and I know for a fact that it doesn't affect the overall performance of the firearm. It's just my eyes being picky. But since we are here, allow me to showcase the Marlin Model 1895 SBL. So far, this is the most good-looking big-bore lever-action rifle that I have ever seen. The gun features a gray laminate stock, and this particular appearance is complemented by a polished stainless finish. At first glance, you would really think that the Marlin Model 1895 SBL is made from the future. But in reality, it's still your old-school big-bore lever-action rifle. It's a bit heavier than some of the rifles here at 7.3 pounds, but its extra heft enables it to control the recoil of .45-70 government rounds. Furthermore, the rifle is balanced throughout, so it's not that difficult to point and shoot it. The Marlin Model 1895 SBL comes with a tritium fiber optic front sight and adjustable ghost ring rear sight. These are hunting-specific sights, and by far they are quite effective in giving clear sight pictures both in high and low light conditions. There's even a Picatinny rail integrated into the rifle that lets you attach scopes or optics should you think that you need more precision in your hunts. Meanwhile, the 19-inch barrel of the rifle is threaded and has been factory installed with a protector that accommodates a plethora of muzzle brakes or other compatible accessories. It's a complete package, to be honest, and makes it a more convincing purchase, even if it's not a cheap hunting firearm. Chiapa 1886 Kodiak. The Chiapa 1886 Kodiak isn't your run-of-the-mill big-bore lever-action rifle. It was tailored to give as much comfort to its users, and at the same time, the rifle is also meant to appeal to the yes. Similar to some of the guns I included here, this Chiapa 1886 Kodiak is chambered in the .45-70 government. So, if you are looking for a resolute, no-nonsense stopping power, this hunting rifle got it. But as I mentioned, this powerful gun will not cause any inconveniences while you are using it. For example, both the fore-end wood and stock of the rifle were layered with matte rubber and soft touch paint, which ensure a secure yet comfortable grip over the rifle. You can also check the rubber butt plate on its stock. By all means, it's quite effective in taming the recoil of .45-70 government rounds. Meanwhile, other metal parts of the 1886 Kodiak, such as its barrel and receiver, have a hard chrome finish. This specific treatment protects those components from rust and corrosion and prevents fingerprints from sticking permanently. Obviously enough, the chrome finish perfectly matches the jet black paint of its stock and forend. Simron Model 71 Hogzilla Killa. Do you want a monster hunter? You know, those cryptids and stuff they are talking about? Well, if you are up for the task, then you should pack the Simron Model 71 Hogzilla Killa with you. The name of this rifle should tell you a lot about its capabilities. Similar to the Marlin Model 1895 SBL, this rifle is also chambered in 4570 Government, and for those who don't know, this particular cartridge is a serious big game killer. It was originally developed for the United States military and produced a substantial stopping power, thanks to the use of heavy bullets and moderate velocities, which should be around 1,200 to 2,000 feet per second. The Model 71 Hogzilla Killa holds 5+1 rounds of 4570 Government, and if I am being blunt, that's more than enough to take care of the big guys on the field. It's also worth noting that this rifle has been based on the Winchester Model 1886, and if you have used that Model 1886 before, then you already have an idea of how tough and reliable the Model 71 is. It is fitted with a beautiful yet rugged European walnut stock, and all its metal components are blued to make it a real head-turner. The pistol grip is also a nice addition to the rifle's architecture, as it helps in your trigger control, stability, and recoil management. After years of using the Hogzilla Killa, I eventually came to the conclusion that it's not just a punchy rifle, but one that is also ergonomic and hunting-friendly. Winchester Model 94 Trails End Takedown. It's the Model 1873 that got the claim for the rifle that won the West, but in actuality, this rifle wasn't that perfect. If you want an upgraded version of the Model 1873, then you should take a look at the Model 1894. It's a heavy-duty rifle, capable of excelling at big-game hunts even in the most unfavorable conditions. Even if the field gets brushy and tight, the Model 1894 has enough power to put your targets down. My favorite variant of the Model 94 is the Trails End Takedown. Chambered in 450 Marlin, this rifle is extremely robust and comes with a simplified steel loading gate that allows for convenient reloads. Its cartridge stop has been refined as well, which in turn prevents any feeding issues with the rifle. It weighs about 6 pounds when empty, so it's not exactly light, but it's definitely lighter than other 20-inch barrel rifles. Plus, with the takedown mechanism, transporting is a lot easier. The rifle has a standard capacity of 6+1 rounds. It has been drilled and tapped, so it's completely possible to shoot targets at long distances with this rifle. Bighorn Armory Model 90A. I want to end this video with the Bighorn Armory Model 90A. For me, this is the quintessential form of a big-bore lever-action rifle. It's powerful, robust, and surprisingly accurate. It's one tough son of a mother, if you ask me. For starters, the Model 90A is chambered in the 454 Castle, and from that alone, it's already clear that this thing is built to take down the heaviest and burliest of targets out there. A 454 Castle bullet typically weighs between 240 and 360 grains, and based on tests, it can achieve an average velocity of 1,800 feet per second and a muzzle energy of up to 1,600 foot-pounds. Basically, the Bighorn Armory Model 90A is a substantial damage dealer when hunting large and dangerous games, such as moose and bear, and by all means, it can penetrate thick layers of bones and hides. Despite being a powerful big-bore rifle, the Model 90A didn't lose in the ergonomics department. There's an inch-thick butt pad that will help you deal with the recoil, and it also has a curved lever so that you can operate the gun while wearing gloves. I also appreciate that it is equipped with sling swivel mounts on its front and rear, in addition to the pistol grip stock that improves its overall shootability. It has high-quality sights, too. The front post sight and rear aperture sight are more than enough to keep targets in check. The Model 90A is on the heavy side, as its 22-inch barrel model already weighs close to 9 pounds, even if it's empty. Still, that's not a problem, considering that its heft is essential for mitigating its recoil. All components used in the Model 90A are pretty much durable. Even the finish isn't something that peels off easily. Perhaps the only downside of this rifle is its price. This big-bore lever-action rifle costs over $4,000, And well, not many can deal with that amount. Still, for any hunting enthusiast, the Model 90A is definitely a catch. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more gun videos like this, just click the subscribe button and notification bell. Take care and stay safe.